Hey, it's JC and welcome to Small Brick City. In this video, I'm going to do something very different from my usual LEGO City MOCs and displays. I'll be talking about 4 different LEGO Castle MOCs that you can create with 2 sets released by LEGO. The Lord of the Rings Helm's Deep and the Monsters Fighters Vampyre Castle. These are 2 different sets released at different times, but you can combine them together in different configurations to create very unique castle MOCs. While the 2 sets were never originally intended to be used together, I think that the color scheme and the design work very well together as one assembled unit. Let's get started. The Helm's Deep and Vampyre Castle sets each come with 2 components to their build. That means if you were to build up the sets, you get 2 separate components that you could configure in different ways together, and that was by design. I will be showing you 4 different layouts that I created using the 4 builds from the 2 sets, and this is the first one. In this layout, I placed the 2 builds from the Helm set on your screen right. The 2 builds from the Vampyre Castle work together well to create a series of main towers at the back of the castle, and the builds from the Helm's Deep create a nice protective wall. In this layout, there's one large main compound that is created by the Helm's Deep set and part of the Vampyre Castle at the back. This allows you to create small builds and to fill up the area inside the perimeter of the castle. On the left, there is a small compound that can be used as a stable, dungeon, or nice training area. Let's have a look at another layout. In this layout, I moved the builds around, so now the curved section of the Helm's Deep has been moved from the right of the screen to the left of the screen. I have also split up the 2 Vampyre Castle builds so that they're split up into 2 separate towers. This arrangement gives almost 2 equal compounds within the layout of the castle. One near the front of the main gate and one to the left side of the layout. This layout seems larger than the previous layout because the builds are set diagonally. This diagonal layout arrangement also makes it more interesting and gives it more angles and visual texture. Here's a look at the back, and you can see that the right side of the castle is set in front of the left side. If you are building a terrain backdrop for this castle, this layout is great to be set in front of a cliff or a cave at the right back corner. In this third layout, all the 4 builds in the 2 sets have been put together to form almost a circle. In this case, the orientation one of the Vampyre Castle sets was turned out to face the outside, while the other build faces the inside. The 2 builds from the Helm's Deep set form the rest of the perimeter. This is a great layout if you want a single large compound in the center of the castle. While the previous layout looked like a fortified castle ready for defense and battle, this looks more like a castle town. Due to the fact that one of the builds of the Vampyre Castle faces the outside, it also gives you an almost 270-degree nice view of the castle. You also have the benefit of getting a side gate for this castle. Let's move on to the final layout. This layout is perfect if you want a very long castle, something that stretches across a mountain range. In this case, it should be built in front of a backdrop or brick-built cliff or mountain face. The idea is to give an expansive looking castle which stretches across a long distance. If you intend to set up a castle in your LEGO city but would like to put it at the back of your display against a wall, this would be perfect. I hope you enjoyed this look at the 4 castle layouts that can be achieved with just these 2 sets. And this does not even include building MOCs or custom components to make it larger or more customized. I'm pretty sure that there are at least 2 or 3 more layouts that can be achieved with these 4 builds within these 2 sets. I personally used the combination of these 2 sets in my underwater display, but I added additional detail like plant elements because it is a lost underwater city. I also combined it with the Lord of the Rings Mines of Moria set that acts as interior small builds for the castle against a rock background. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have not yet, subscribe to the channel to ensure you get the latest videos. Talk to you soon!